Forbes' list of billionaires is flooded by thousands of celebrities who are out there exploring their lives through the lenses of paparazzi. The expensive lifestyles are always highlighted wherever they go, and you cannot be up to date with the world of money without knowing them. These people are everyday people who create and invest in products and services we need every day while staying in the background. Here are the top 15 lesser-known people on the Forbes list of billionaires. 15. FOLORUNSHO ALAKIJA. As of 2021, FOLORUNSHO ALAKIJA is the only woman billionaire in Africa. She runs Fanfa Oil Exploration Company as Group Vice President. Her husband, MASIYIWA ALAKIJA, is the chairman of the company. Her children are both board members of the company. Her rise to prominence was when she ran a fashion label that services high society ladies, including first ladies in Lagos, Nigeria, where she is from. That was what propelled the investment into Agbami oil fields, the largest deep-water offshore discoveries in Nigeria. Fanfa Oil works closely as a partner to many oil conglomerates across Africa. She is worth $1 billion. 14. IBRAHIM. IBRAHIM was the first African to be on the Forbes billionaire list in 2008. His company, KJELD, was bought at $3.4 billion in 2005. The British-Sudanese genius now runs the IBRAHIM Foundation. The organization encourages better governance in Africa and has an index to measure nations' performances. The 75-year-old was once married to his childhood sweetheart, Hania Morsi Fadio, who now runs Sudan's only breast cancer clinic. IBRAHIM lives in the UK and ranks at $1.1 billion. 13. Strive MASIYIWA. The richest man in Zimbabwe is Strive MASIYIWA. Strive is the only billionaire in Zimbabwe, and he owns more than half of Econet Wireless, the biggest mobile phone network in Zimbabwe. The 60-year-old tech entrepreneur helps more than 40,000 orphans in his home country with educational initiatives. Strive owns other initiatives in the UK and US, and he is worth $1.9 billion. 12. PATRICE MOTSEPE. PATRICE MOTSEPE is a South African mining billionaire businessman. He is the founder and chairman of African Rainbow Minerals. MOTSEPE is South Africa's richest man. He is also the current president of the Confederation of African Football. He might be remembered as the man who faced backlash for publicly telling Donald Trump at the World Economic Forum dinner in 2020 that Africa loves him, Donald Trump. He is worth $2.7 billion. 11. Riley Bechtel. Riley Bechtel is a businessman and billionaire heir. His company is an engineering, procurement, and construction project organization. With headquarters in Virginia, Bechtel Corporation is the largest construction company in the U.S. Riley stepped down as chairman in 2017 after 25 years due to Parkinson's disease. Bechtel is worth $2.8 billion. 10. James LEPRINO. LEPRINO Foods, the world's largest producer of mozzarella cheese, is owned by James LEPRINO. LEPRINO has set his standards as a billionaire since 2017. The 84-year-old manufacturing entrepreneur controls 85% of the U.S. pizza cheese market. All the major pizza chains in the U.S. receive supplies from LEPRINO Foods. LEPRINO is worth $3.2 billion. 9. Mike Adenuga. The third richest man in Africa, Mike Adenuga is another lesser-known Forbes list billionaire member. He is the owner of Globacom, the second-largest telecom operator in Nigeria, in Benin and Ghana, neighboring West African countries. He is also a high stakeholder in Equatorial Trust Bank in Kanoil, a consolidated oil company in Nigeria. The 68-year-old entrepreneur is worth $6.2 billion. 8. John Tu. John Tu is a Chinese-American businessman. He was born in China to a nationalist government official. He worked at Motorola with his engineering diploma before starting as an entrepreneur. He co-founded Kingston Technology. The 80-year-old worked closely with his associate David Sun, who is also on this list. John Tu now plays the drums with his band, JT, and the Californian Dreamin', as he co-manages his technology company. He has 2 children, which he shields from the public. John is worth $6.4 billion. 7. David Sun. David Sun is a Taiwanese-American business. He is the COO of Kingston Technology, which he co-founded with John Tu. The 69-year-old promotes education and healthcare in Taiwan with generous donations through the David and Diana Sun Foundation, a foundation named after himself and his wife. Sun is a California resident. He lives in Irvine with his wife and 2 children. Bloomberg Billionaires Index predicts a 2-figure billionaire status for Sun at the end of 2021. He is currently worth $6.5 billion. 6. ELIODORO Matt. Chilean businessman and billionaire ELIODORO Matt is not as famous as he should be. Matt is from the wealthy Matt Asa dynasty. His father established the Chilean forestry and paper company, and he now acts as president after inheriting it. The 75-year-old is also the chairman of Centro de Estudios Públicos, a public think tank. Matt is worth $7.5 billion. 5. KJELD KIRK Christiansen. KJELD is the 3rd richest Dane. The 73-year-old Danish billionaire is the former president and CEO of the Lego Group. He is the direct grandson of the founder of Lego Group, Ole KIRK Christiansen. The family controls the company privately together with all charities. KJELD has 3 children, the last child being an Olympian in dressage riding, Agneet KIRK Thingard. KJELD is worth $8.6 billion. 4. David Cheriton. David Cheriton is a Canadian venture capitalist, philanthropist, mathematician, educator, and computer scientist. Cheriton is a computer science lecturer at Stanford University. He founded the Distributed Systems Group on campus. Cheriton was an angel investor when Google started. The 70-year-old has been on many lists as a cheapskate billionaire because he avoids pricey cars and large houses. He mainly donates his money to institutions to help in research. Cheriton is worth $11.3 billion. 3. Aliko Dangote. Aliko Dangote is the 117th wealthiest person in the world. He is also the wealthiest person in Africa. Dangote is also the wealthiest African to ever appear on the Forbes billionaire list. Dangote currently holds the spot as the wealthiest black person in the world. From Kano, in the north of Nigeria, Aliko built his empire with sugar, rice, and flour imports. The business magnate then moved into cement production and is now building the largest oil refinery in Africa. The 64-year-old founder and leader of Dangote Group is divorced with 3 daughters and an adopted son, living in Lagos, Nigeria. He is worth $12.4 billion. 2. Jorge Paulo LEMANN. Jorge LEMANN is the 65th wealthiest man with $15.3 billion. The Swiss and Brazilian investment banker is also the co-founder of 3G Capital. 3G Capital owns Burger King, Heinz, and Anheuser-Busch. LEMANN resigned this year to reduce his travel commitments, but he is still overseeing the activities of his various companies. He rarely gives interviews, but he inspires many billionaires, including those richer than him. 1. Reinhold WURTH. WURTH is a German businessman and art collector. At 19, he took over his father's tiny business and transformed it into a $13 billion company he sold in 2013. WURTH has over 18,000 art pieces from the 19th century to date. He was awarded a medal as a Knight of the Legion of Honor in 2004. WURTH is worth $16.7 billion at 86 years old. It might surprise you to find out that these people may not have had any of the media attention. Some of them are living simple lives and choose not to flash expensive yachts and private jets around. They are not your typical billionaires, but they are people who control the massive wealth in various sectors of their country's economies. What do you think about the list of 15 lesser-known billionaires? Was there anyone you were surprised to see on the list? If you also know someone else who is a billionaire in your local community, you can bring the spotlight on them in the comments below.